living the normal Christian life, presenting ourselves to God. In our previous video, we have seen 2 steps for living the normal Christian life. First, we know we are crucified with Him. Then spontaneously we reckon ourselves to be dead by faith. When this point is reached, presenting ourselves to God follows, which is the 3rd step. In Romans 6:12 and 13 we read, "Do not let sin therefore reign in your mortal body, so that you obey the body's lusts. Neither present your members as weapons of unrighteousness to sin, but present yourselves to God as alive from the dead, and your members as weapons of righteousness to God." Here we see the word present. We may think this word implies consecration. Of course, that is what it does mean, but not in the sense in which we so often understand it. It is not the consecration of our old man with his instincts and resources, our natural wisdom, strength, and other gifts to the Lord for Him to use. Note there the clause, "as alive from the dead." This defines for us the point at which consecration begins, for which is here referred to is not the consecration of anything belonging to the old creation, but only of that which has passed through death to resurrection. The presenting spoken of is the outcome of our knowing our old man to be crucified. In resurrection, He is the source of our life. Indeed, He is our life. So we cannot but present everything to Him, for all is His, not ours. But without passing through death, I have nothing to consecrate, nor is there anything God can accept, for He has condemned all that is of the old creation to the cross. Death has cut off all that cannot be consecrated to Him, and resurrection alone has made consecration possible. Presenting ourselves to God means that we consider our whole life as now belonging to the Lord. We also need to see that this presenting relates to the members of our body, that body which is now unemployed in respect to sin. Present yourselves and your members, says Paul, and again, present your members. God requires of us that we now regard all our members, all our faculties, as belongings wholly to Him. It is a great thing when I discover I'm no longer my own but His. If the 10 shillings in my pocket belong to me, then I have full authority over them. But if they belong to another who has committed them to me in trust, then I cannot buy what I please with them, and I dare not lose them. Real Christian life begins with knowing this. How many of us know that because Christ is risen, we are therefore alive unto God and not unto ourselves? How many of us dare not use our time or money or talents as we would, because we realize they are the Lord's and not ours? How many of us have such a strong sense that we belong to another that we dare not squander a shilling of our money or an hour of our time or any of our mental or physical powers? Furthermore, presenting also relates to the matter of being holy. Many people think we become holy by eradication of something evil within. No, we become holy by being separated unto God. We give ourselves over wholly to Christ and being reserved exclusively for Him. That is holiness. There must be a day in our life when we pass out of our own hands into His, and from that day forward, we belong to Him and no longer to ourselves. Then to what are we to be consecrated? Not to Christian work, but to the will of God to be and do whatever He wants. If you're a Christian, then God has marked out a pathway for you. Each one of us should know and walk in the God-appointed course. We need offer such a prayer to the Lord. Lord, I give myself to You with this desire alone, to know and walk in the path You have ordained. Without reservations, without controversy, we must give ourselves to Him to do as He pleases with us. That is true giving. This giving implies being a slave of the Lord. Romans 6:16, "Do you not know that to whom you present yourselves as slaves for obedience?" Slave means we are not only the servant of the Lord, but also the possession of the Lord. How did we become the slave of the Lord? On His part, He bought us, and on our part, we presented ourselves to Him. By right of redemption, We are God's property. But if we would be His slave, we must willingly give ourselves to Him. May we all see that we are the Lord's and now no longer reckon ourselves to be our own, but acknowledge in everything His ownership and authority. That is the attitude God requires, and to maintain it is true consecration. We consecrate ourselves to God to do His will, no matter where we are, counting whatever He ordains for us to be the very best, for nothing but good can come to those who are wholly His.